Hey folks, how you going? Today we are looking at this Anko 24L air fryer and oven and going to thoroughly investigate how this is a steaming pile of crap. I bought it a week ago, really high hopes. I mean, look at the thing, industrial air fryer. No, none of that. So today we're going to deal with the Echo because I'm in my new kitchen that's not quite finished, as you can kind of see. Try to keep it under 20 minutes because my little viewfinder there says I don't have much storage. And we're going to jump into this thing which shocked me, to say the least. And I'd love your feedback too. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alrighty, so straight off the bat, this thing cost me $145. And I honestly think I would have been better off buying 145 $1 pins and just shoving them in my toes for fun. I wanted a bigger air fryer. I wanted to be able to air fry properly. So I did some hunting. This is like one of the most expensive things that you can actually get. So I thought I'd get it. It's got an oven and air fryer mode. It's got a light that you can turn on and off. You can change temperature settings. You can change time settings. It's got like a Bain-Marie style top to keep things warm. It's got a big looking glass viewfinder, whatever you want to call it. And 145 bucks. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Historically, Anko, I usually love you. You've been good. I don't know what happened. What ODM did you use? What happened here? I've cooked with it twice now. I think it might have already failed. I hated it before it failed though. Do not get me wrong. The aesthetics of the design are really good. Look at it, it's beautiful. It's the function that's failing it. And I'm going to grab an extension cord so I can leave my viewfinder on, plug it in, and show you just how much this pile of crap stinks. Let's check it out. Now, first off, this one might be hard to capture on film through the built-in mic or the spare mic there. So I've got my little Rode. I'm going to put this close. I've just plugged it in. It's still off, as it says, and just hums constantly. Check this out. It's actually louder than my 15-year-old fridge I've got sitting over there. That fridge is loud and old. This just hums constantly. That was the first thing I'm like, that's annoying as hell, but maybe it's really good and I can put up with that because I can just turn it off and the hum goes away. Not that I should have to. See, my fridge just stopped. I could barely even hear the fridge before. Now the second thing, look, this is all well and good. I like this. You can see here, you can switch from air fryer to oven mode. You can cycle through. I noticed most of them are just 200. And then I was like, I want to customize that though. So temperature wise, I can only do 200. Now that would be fine if it could actually do 200. I really don't think it can because it just doesn't seal up. So if you have a look here, there's this little rubber strip along here, and here and here, but there's these gaps in the corners. It's not even really stuck on well, and there's nothing along the bottom. Not only does that mean the air is just seeping out the sides, and yes, air does flow out of an air fryer. There's a big stinking hood thing back here where all the air actually comes out of. But it's not meant to piss out the front of it too, which this does. It also means, because this door doesn't really have any latching mechanism. It's just kind of, there we go. So let it go, it's there. It's not actually closed. The noise got louder for some reason. Okay, so it gets noisier the more you talk about it. So you've got a lot of your heat pouring out around the sides. You've got a lot of the noise coming out from around the sides too, which isn't ideal. Ideally, an air fryer should push the hot air through the food and out the back or wherever it respirates from, not out through the door. And the door should also just click close or have some sort of catch to close. That would be awesome. I feel like we invented those a long time ago, with door handles and latches and even just hooks. Apparently not Kmart. Then, as you might have noticed, the light keeps turning itself off, even if it's cooking, if it's not. Okay, we're getting into the meat of it now. Now I was thinking, all right, got a basket and got this bottom tray. I mean, there's another bottom tray too. This confused me because I was like, surely that's the bottom tray. If you cook stuff in that, it's going to be dropping stuff on these clearly exposed elements. I'm scared to touch them. I don't even trust that this thing is actually isolated. So if I can dial in the focus a little bit on those, These are the heating elements that are just exposed. This tray goes under them. So now if you put something in here in this wire basket, chuck it in there as it says you don't need this, it just says put it in the wire basket, and it drips cheese, it's going to be dripping them on 200-degree elements. You have an instant fire, or you have the potential for instant fire. That's dumb as hell. There's also a pile more in there, as you can see. So if anything spits slightly, they can burst into flame. Now, if you don't think, it's already warm somehow. If you don't think that can happen, it's happened to me before. I've had an oven fire from something spitting on those. Those have then, I guess, whatever spat onto it heated up more than the element itself and melted and just poured hot lava, electrical fire everywhere for a few seconds till the fuse tripped. So that seems like a poor design. As such, what I used to put the basket in up there, maybe that one dip there, or right up below it. Now, realistically, that should probably be the best way to use it because you don't actually want that in there either. Now, I am sorry, this is noisy, but if you haven't noticed, this also has really nothing going on. It's just it's a drip tray, but it just sits loosely, which means occasionally you get this perfect harmonic where your food's cooking, the fan's blowing, the heat's going on, your door's flapping slightly in the breeze, and this just starts rattling so badly. And you've got to pause your TV, stop talking to your partner, and wait for it to stop pissing and moaning so you can go back to having a meaningful conversation about anything other than this air fryer. So really bad design. The door doesn't latch close at all. The door doesn't even have a seal on it. The drip tray doesn't sit even with any sort of, firmness, so it rattles really badly. The heating elements are completely exposed. The thing vibrates or makes a hum. It doesn't go over 200 degrees. Generally fine, as I said. Not in this instance for many reasons. The light doesn't even stay on when you're cooking with it. And then I've just had the fan turning off recently. I don't even know. We're going to find out. I don't even know if this thing still works. Because it was doing this bad PID regulation thing where it must have been just at the temperature, just over and just under the temperature, and the fan kept going, whoa, 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 and I nearly launched the entire thing into the ocean. I didn't. I let it finish cooking my food because I was hungry and thought patience is a virtue. Speaking of which, that's definitely helping cool my anger talking about this thing. I didn't peg it into the ocean because I wanted to finish my food. And then the light stayed on. It had 6 minutes left, but the fan turned off and it stopped putting out any heat. I just don't know. I got no idea what happened. I got no idea if it still works. I do not like it. I'm taking it back because this thing is so fundamentally flawed and has possibly already failed. But I just want to give it the benefit of the doubt for the sake of this video. And yes, I've been mildly, significantly, hugely absent from this channel. My apologies, very disingenuous apologies, but I've been busy. I've got a whole second channel about technology to run. I've had to move house nearly 3 times in a year now because of just problems. Life gets ahead of me sometimes. So I do have more stuff to record. There's more of these videos coming, especially now I'm in this kitchen. I really should be able to get to it. And as you can see, I've got, things that you've seen in other videos around the place hidden behind there. And I'm loving this kitchen, not this air fryer. So first and foremost, it does have this sensor there, which is good, but doesn't. I've had it not trigger once or twice. So let's just go on air fry me some. Oh, that's in oven mode. Air fry me some chips. Start. Ignoring all the sounds of the kids outside. You could hear the relay clicking on and off before. Something in there is making like a hang on, let's get it. Don't know what it's doing. I know what the elements are heating. Let's stop this air fryer mode. Let's try pizza 200 degrees. I don't even think those. Okay, yeah, the elements are heating up. There's no fan going on though. Just hums the song of its people. And as I said before, I think I mentioned that light doesn't stay on. So now it can't even really oven. I mean, it can broil, as you call it in the US, or grill as we call it here. It got louder. And then you might be able to see faint glow of those. So I don't know what to do. I'm going to take it back and get my money back. I'm going to get another one. I do really, it's warm. I do really like these door style ones. I don't like the cartridge style because they're just a nightmare to deal with, but it's still getting louder every time. But can't deal with this. It's a good size. It's a good look. I love this industrial compact look. It has good buttons, none of that touchscreen crap that doesn't work. It's got this bain-marie top, which is fantastic. Preheat your plates up there. Keep some wrapped food warm, but doesn't air fry. It doesn't need bloody oven anymore. It just sits there and hums the song of its people and pisses me off. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the 20-something litre Anko air fryer, brought to you by my rubbish channel. Rubbish begot rubbish. I don't know what to think of it. If you have one of these, let me know what you think of it below. If you have any ideas of what happened, oh yeah, you can see it glowing a bit there. I shouldn't leave paper on it. Let me know. As best I can tell, the PID control in the software is really bad. So we're causing it to cut in and out when I was trying to defrost something. The entire design, including the tray, the position of the elements, the door is really bad. The fans just obviously carked it. By the way, this wasn't in the box when I launched it before, that was the empty box. And the fan just carked it whilst I was using it a few weeks ago, and if anyone kicks off about that, I did actually record it wigging out and then the fan kicking at that time, and it's never come back since then. I just thought it was turning off because it was nearly done. Let me know, I'm curious. And also, if you make air fryers, if you work for a company that makes cooking appliances like this, I will take sponsorships. If you can make an air fryer better than this one, I will try it out, and I won't swear so much about it most likely as long as it works. Trademark. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to it. We hope to cook better one day. Hope you have a great week. Catch you next time around.